Let's go to the PhD Weight Loss Talk line. We'll talk to Todd in Greer, who thinks President Trump's tariffs are dumb. Todd, welcome to the program. Hope you're well.
Thanks for taking my call.
Yes,
dumb
sir.
Dumb is an understatement. I'll give you three reasons.
All right.
I'll give you three reasons. The first is, last I checked, it takes quite some time to build factories. Okay, this is not like a quick fix solution. Well, gee, next month there's going to be all these factories up and running. Not the way it works. It takes a while for big manufacturers to move here, build factories, repurpose factories. It ain't happening overnight. Number two, last I checked, my friends, myself, my kids' friends who are, young adults, none of them are clamoring to work on an assembly line. I haven't met anyone recently saying, yeah, I really want to work in a sweatshop making little screws and putting them into iPhones. Maybe it's different in your neck of the woods, but I don't meet a lot of people wanting to do that.
So nobody in Greer looking for good-paying manufacturing jobs, huh?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay, all right.
And
so what kind of jobs would they be looking for?
White-collar professional jobs.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Elitist type jobs.
Elitist type jobs, yes, okay, there you go.
And then number three, last I checked, these kind of jobs are all going to be replaced by automation sooner rather than later. So what is the point?
Well, hold on. All of your friends,
1950 again.
All of your friends that want those good elitist jobs, their jobs are going to be taken over by AI. So, what is the answer? I mean, you've got a lot of no's, but what is your yes?
That's an excellent question.
I know.
My prediction, frankly, from a societal standpoint, and you're not going to like this, and I don't know if I'm going to like it, but it's actually a good thing. We'll get to a point where the majority of the population won't have to work, to be quite honest.
We won't?
Well, can you tell me how it's going to go another way?
Everything will be done for us?
It'll get to that point. I don't know.
If we're not working, then how are we earning money?
Unfortunately, I think the government's going to have to dole it out to us.
So socialism. So your answer is socialism / communism.
It's an evil it's an evil communist plot. You figured it out.
Right.
George Soros is the one funding all this.
So wait. So George Soros, in your estimation, is funding the Trump tariffs?
No, I'm being sarcastic.
Or the technology.
Okay.
No, well, I mean, you just said the government was going to have to dole it out. So let me ask you something here, Todd. Where does the government get its money?
From production. The point is you got to
wait. So what you're saying is the big companies that own all the manufacturing that are making all of these products, who's buying them if we don't have jobs?
Consumers.
No.
With money issued out to them by the government.
Okay. Now, hold on.
How do you want?
Wait. I'm trying to understand. So, if the only way that the government gets money is from taxpayers, and the only way that the taxpayers pay money to the government is from their jobs, where does the money come from that the government is automatically going to start sending out to the American citizens?
Money is just paper that symbolizes effort. It just symbolizes and represents effort and output by people.
Right. Okay.
But Charlie, what would you rather do every day?
Yeah.
Charlie, would you rather be on the links every day or doing a conspiratorial far-right radio show?
I'd rather be where I am right now, or I wouldn't be here. You see, Todd, unlike you, I believe that people should work. They should earn their way in this world. And the government
is going to replace it.
No, it's not.
Sure it will.
Not everything.
Yes, maybe not in your lifetime, but almost everything.
Well,
absolutely.
Todd, how long have you been a communist?
I'm a communist, or I can look forward. I have an IQ above 10, so I'm not qualified for MAGA.
Yeah, right. Okay. So again, wait a minute. Hold on, Mr. IQ above 10. You still haven't answered the question. So you say that the government is just going to start printing money out of thin air and giving it to people? Well, how much is that going to be worth?
I'm not an economist, but when the technology is there to replace, I don't know, 70, 80, 90% of the population with robotics, with AI, the government will have to figure out a way to issue currency for people to use.
You're putting a lot of faith in the government here, Todd. It's sounding more and more.
Well, we all know the government's out to get us, and they want to enslave us. And, I'm a Republican. I like small government. I'm a rhino, by the way. I'm not a MAGA moron.
Yeah.
But
you're just a regular moron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Todd. You've worn out your welcome here. I do appreciate that. So the government's just nobody's gonna work, but the government's gonna pay them. And this guy claims to be a Republican. Yeah. Tell me another one there, Todd. I appreciate you calling in. I love that he just highlighted exactly what he acts. Oh, I'm a Republican. No, you're a communist, and you know it. All right, the PhD Weight Loss Talk Line, 800-905-0989. Let's go to Jeff in Hendersonville. Jeff, what's on your mind?
Hey, Charlie. I just wanted to chime in after I got in the car after work.
Yeah, right. After work. Yes.
And after work, and I hear Todd going on there.
Yeah.
So I think it's a funny concept that we're years away from getting the factories recovered in this country, but somehow we're ready to look for the utopia where everything's in place, that all the machines and the robots take care of us.
Yeah. How long is it going to take for those things to get built?
Right. I don't understand that. And I got to tell you, if you want to see an all-out leftist hypocrisy about living wages, just listen to that. We don't want the sweatshop jobs. We want the white-collar elitist jobs. We still want all the consumerism that comes from the sweatshops.
Yeah.
We just don't want to do that ourselves.
Exactly.
And it blows my mind. But I got to tell you, automation is going to replace a lot of things.
Sure.
And when I was teaching career and technical education before I went back into the industry I taught in, they don't make robots that fix robots. People still have to repair those automation machines.
Yeah.
So education is important. You go, and instead of going to a liberal arts college where you learn about lesbian dance theory, you can go to a vocational school and get an automation repair certificate.
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
see,
that's the thing. That's the thing, though. I mean, when some of these things become automated, other jobs open up. Jeff, I appreciate it. I want to go to John in Woodruff. John, what did you think about that call, man?
Charlie, you should not have that guy on the air that long. I almost ate my steering wheel.
I'm telling you what, no, it was just fascinating to me that people actually think like that.
Well, the only some people.
Yeah.
And people who have probably read a lot of The Aliens Are Coming. I'm sure Todd has a tinfoil hat on now, so the aliens can't read his thoughts. It's just crazy, Charlie. I mean, they're right. I mean, people still are going to be necessary to do jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, there's technology, there's AI, and there's all that now, and there's lines that operate, and it still takes people to operate those lines.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Jobs don't run by themselves.
Jobs will always be there. I appreciate you calling in, John. Got to take a quick break right here. Lots of people want to talk about Todd. We'll do that coming up next. It's the Charlie James Show. News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
The Weight Loss Talk Line at 800-905-0989.
This is the Charlie James Show on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Let's go to the PhD Weight Loss Talk Line, 800-905-0989. We'll talk to Dan in Taylor's. He wants to talk about the phone call with Todd. Dan, welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, buddy. I hope you're doing well.
I just want to let Todd know that automation, I've been in industrial automation for about 25 years now, and it is maintenance intensive. It is hard to work with. if there's a voltage spike, a voltage sag, or any little hiccup, 10 guys got to be there, 5 guys got to be there, getting everything reset, re-going, and all that stuff. I haven't ran into technology. You push the button and walk away all night long.
Yeah, but that's
pretty far away from that.
The one thing that I noticed that Todd said was that all his elite friends want the elite white collar jobs. When those jobs, if anything is going to be replaced by AI, it's going to be those jobs. We're always going to need people to do hands-on work, aren't we?
That's right. It's when these machines mess up and they're running automatic, they don't know they're messing up.
Right.
They just keep on going, and I'm telling you, the destruction that they leave behind, it could take days to get things straightened back out.
Yeah.
So we're still in the infancy of, okay, let's push a button and walk away. We're way, way, way far away from that. And the elitist jobs, I don't know what to tell you about that.
Yeah, I know, but I love that he admitted that he hangs out with elitists. I thought that was great. Let's go to Dale in Shelby. Dale, what'd you think about Todd?
Hey, Charlie, Todd is nuts. We have a hospital up here in Morganton, North Carolina.
Uh-huh.
They could probably help this guy. I was raised by the sweat of your brow, you will eat. The Bible even says that.
A man, if you don't eat, you don't. If you don't work, you don't eat. That's never going to change.
Never going to change. And I was calling to apologize to you. I took over the conversation last week about tariffs and Ford Escort.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ford couldn't sell that car there at all because of the price.
Let's go to James in Henderson, Hendersonville. How you doing, James?
This is Dean.
Oh, Dean, how you doing?
Doing good. Yourself?
Yeah, great. What's going on?
Well, I just had a couple of comments about Todd, but it will take a long time to get industry back in America because factories aren't there. But
sure.
But with Todd, I think we need him as our next Democratic run for president.
I love it. I think I think it's a great idea. I really do. Let's get him on there and maybe can team up with Kamala Harris or something like that and spread some word salad around.
There'd be enough stupid to the measure of stupid was not, I don't even know how to measure it.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was definitely off the charts. All right, I appreciate it, Dean. Thank you very much. But see, and it's like the first Dean said, I mean, we've kind of been here before. And we've always persevered. Now, are these manufacturing, these big facilities going to just spring up overnight? No. It's going to take years for that to happen. But that's not what these tariffs are designed to do. Here's what they're designed to do. You know all those big giant warehouses in Beijing where all of these companies are making all of this absolute garbage? Man, I tell you what, sometimes I'll go to the grocery store